Eh, Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Yes. It is what day of the week now? It is Wednesday. Yes, and this is Trev from Trevessence. And this morning we are going to do like we do every morning. We are going to be reading the Bible. Now, for those of you who have been with me, have been following me on this journey, this has been a hell of a journey. And we continue on it to read the Bible for ourselves so that we know what is in it. Rather than being told what is in it, we want to know for ourselves what is in the Bible. So if you are just as curious as I am, you are in the right place at the right time. So get your book Bible or your Google Bible and read along with me. If you were not here since we started a year and a half ago, you might be a little bit late, but better late than never. We are currently on the book of Job. So turn your Bibles to the book of Job. We are on to chapter 33. This morning we are going to read chapters 33, 34, 35, and 36. Okay? Tomorrow morning we will read the other chapters and then we will be done with the book of Job. So come along with me, gentle people. You're present. Good. It's about time. It's about time. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, darling. Thank you for coming. Hope you're having a fabulous Tuesday morning. I keep calling today Tuesday, but I hope you're having a fabulous Wednesday morning. All right, we are going to be reading the book of Job. Get your book Bible, guys. Get your Google Bible, whichever one is closer to you, and let us start the reading. Now, I missed you all yesterday, but last night we had a nice little live last night. And I sincerely appreciate those of you who came into the live last night. And also, guys, on a sad note, our friend Jo from Jamaica Overseas TV, he lost his mom yesterday. So when you see him out there in those streets, don't forget to send him your sincere condolences. Okay? All right. And with that, we are going to start the reading. All right. So read along with me. Job chapter 33. Wherefore, Job, I pray thee, hear my speeches and hearken to all my words. Behold, now I have opened my mouth, my tongue hath spoken in my mouth. My words shall be of the uprightness. Hold on there, gentle people. Hold on there, gentle people. All right. Okay, I was just trying to make sure here because, yeah, thank you, Cad. Yeah, Jo lost his mom. It's so sad. It was only Sunday. Yeah, I think it was Sunday when we were on the live Sunday that he went on a call to talk to his mom. And then Tuesday he is reporting that his mom has passed away. That is how fleeting life is, guys. And I say it all the time that it makes sense to be kind to each other. You never know when you're going to lose somebody. You may not even get a chance to say, I'm sorry for something I did, or forgive me. Somebody could be here today and be gone tomorrow. So share your love. Give the love you have to the people around you. All right? And let us continue with the reading. Job chapter 33. Wherefore, Job, I pray thee, hear my speeches, and hearken to all my words. Behold, now I have opened my mouth. My tongue hath spoken in my mouth. My words shall be of the uprightness of my heart, and my lips shall utter knowledge clearly. The Spirit of God hath made me, and the breath of the Almighty hath given me life. If thou canst answer me, set thy words in order before me. Stand up. Behold, I am according to thy wish in God's stead. I also am formed out of the clay. Behold, my terror shall not make thee afraid, neither shall my hand be heavy upon thee. Surely thou hast spoken in my hearing, and I have heard the voice of thy words, saying, I am clean without transgression. I am innocent, neither is there iniquity in me. Behold, he finds occasions against me. He counteth me for his enemy. He puts my feet the stocks. He marks all my paths. Behold, in this thou art not just. I will answer thee that God is greater than man. I'm Joseph. Joseph, what's up? Good morning, my darling. How are you doing? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday morning to you, Jojo. Hope you're having a great morning. Verse 13 of chapter 33. Why dost thou strive against him? For he giveth not account of any of his matters. For God speaks once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. He's saying, God could speak over and over, and man will still disobey. They will still not obey what he is saying. They will still be without perceptions of what the meaning of what he is saying is. Verse 15 says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, then he opens the ears of men and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword. He is chastened also with pain upon his bed, and the multitude of his bones with strong pain, so that his life abhorreth bread, and his soul dainty meat. So it is saying here that when you are afflicted, the way Job is afflicted, you are so sick, you are so sad, you have so much pain, you don't even want to eat. You don't want to eat. You just wish your soul would just be removed from your body. And I'm glad I've never been sick to that point where I wish that I wouldn't be here. But I've been not feeling well to the point where I just don't want to eat. And that's usually what sickness brings. Verse 21 says, his flesh is consumed away. Now they're talking about Job. Job's flesh is being eaten by these worms, that it cannot be seen, and his bones that were not seen stick out. So he has lost so much weight that you can see his bones. Yea, his soul draweth near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyers. That goes without saying. Joseph, what happened? She passed away yesterday. Jojo. Let us continue. He says his bones stick out. Yea, his soul draweth near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyers. If there be a messenger with him, an interpreter, one among 1,000, to show unto man his uprightness, then he is gracious unto him, and saith, Deliver him from going down to the pit. I have found a ransom. His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. He shall return to the days of his youth. He shall pray unto God, and he will be favorable unto him. And he shall see his face with joy, and he will render unto man his righteousness. He looks upon men, and if any say, I have sinned, and perverted that which was right, and it profited me not, he will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life shall see the light. Lo, all these things work God oftentimes with man. Here it is saying that God often works with man. If it so suits him, he will make all these sores go away and make your flesh come back like a baby. If you are afflicted like Job is, and it so pleases God, he will make that all go away. But you also have to be aware that if it does not please him to heal you, then you shall not be healed. And they're sort of using Job here as the example. If it so pleases God that Job should be healed, his skin is going to come back like that of a baby. But if not, he will go to the grave. Verse 29, Lo, all these things work God oftentimes with man, to bring back his soul from the pit, to be enlightened with the light of the living. Mark well, O Job, hearken unto me. Hold your peace, and I will speak. If thou hast anything to say, answer me. Speak, for I desire to justify thee. Verse 33, and this is the last verse of chapter 33. If not, hearken unto me. Hold thy peace, and I shall teach thee wisdom. Here endeth the reading of the book of Job, chapter 33. We are moving on to chapter 34. Furthermore, Elihu answered and said, Hear my words, O ye wise men, and give ear unto me, he that have knowledge. For the ear trieth words, as the mouth tasteth meat. Let us choose to us judgment. Let us know among ourselves what is good. For Job hath said, I am righteous, and God hath taken away my judgment. Should I lie against my right? My wound is incurable without transgression. What man is like Job, who drinketh up scorning like water, which goeth in company with the workers of iniquity, and walketh with wicked men? For he hath said, It profiteth a man nothing that he should delight himself with God. Therefore hearken unto me, ye men of understanding, far be it from God that ye should do wickedness. And from the Almighty that he should commit iniquity. For the work of a man shall be rendered unto him, and cause every man to find according to his ways. Job says, Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know what it feel like when you lose a loved one. My deepest condolences goes to Joe and his family. Have to be strong. Yes, my love. I appreciate that on Joe's behalf. So, guys, when you see Jo in these streets, please don't forget to send your condolences. Reach out to him. He needs it at this time. All right, let us continue. Verse 11. For the work of a man shall be rendered unto him, and cause every man to find according to his ways. Yea, surely God will not do wickedly, neither will the Almighty pervert judgment. Who hath given him a charge over the earth, or who hath disposed the whole world? If he set his heart upon man, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn against unto dust. And now thou hast understanding. Hear this, hearken to the voice of my words. Shall even he be hated? Shall even he that hateth right govern? And wilt thou condemn him that is most just? Is it fit to say to a king, thou art wicked, and to princes, he are ungodly? How much less to him that accepts not the persons of princes, nor regardeth the rich more than the poor, for they all are the work of his hands. In a moment shall they die, and the people shall be troubled at midnight, and pass away, and the mighty shall be taken away without hand. And it is basically saying here, we are all the same. If you are a prince, if you are a king, if you are rich, if you are poor, in an instant, you can still be dead. That is the reality that we all share, regardless of our stature in life. Verse 21. For his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his doings. There is no darkness, nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. You all know that verse in a song? No shadow in there, thou changest not, the compassion they fail not. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. In that song has this verse. There is no darkness nor shadow of death. But let us continue on to verse 23. And for those of you who are just coming, we are reading the book of Job, chapter 34. Verse 23. For he will not lay upon man more than right, that he should enter into judgment with God. He shall break in pieces mighty men without number, and set others in their stead. Therefore he knows their works, and he overturneth them in the night, so that they are delivered. He striketh them as wicked men in the open sight of others, because they turned back from him, and would not consider any of his ways, so that they cause the cry of the poor to come upon him, and he hears the cry of the afflicted. When he gives quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only. Yes, God, great is thy faithfulness. Mr. You're smart, you see. Verse 30. That the hypocrite reign not, lest the people be ensnared. Surely it is meet to be said unto God, I have borne chastisement, I will not offend anymore. Elihu is saying to Job, just tell God what you do, just confess. Just confess to God what you have done. If you have committed any iniquity, if you have done anything wrong, just confess to Him, because you might be denying it, but He already knows. He knows every man. He knows what you have done and what you have not done. And He holds the power to afflict you and to heal you. So since He hasn't healed you, that means that He knows what what iniquities you have committed. So you don't have to confess it before the whole world. Just confess it to Him. Verse 32 said, "That which I see not, teach thou me. If I have done iniquity, I will do no more. Should it be according to thy mind, He will recompense it, whether thou refuse or whether thou choose, and not I. Therefore, speak what thou knowest. Let men of understanding tell me, and let a wise man hearken unto me. Job hath spoken without knowledge, and his words were without wisdom. My desire is that Job may be tried unto the end because of his answers for wicked men." Verse 37, and this is the last verse of chapter 34. "For he adds rebellion upon his sin. He claps his hands against us and multiplies his words against God." Here ends the reading of chapter 34 of the book of Job. Now we are going to move on to we're going to read chapters 35. The book of Job has, I think, 40 chapters, right? Oh, 41. That's 41 chapters. So we are going to read to chapter 36. So let's move on to chapter 35. Elihu spake moreover and said, "Thinkest thou this to be right, that thou saidst, my righteousness is more than God's?" So here Elihu is saying to Job, you think it right for you to say you're more righteous than God? You've been saying that you're so righteous, yet you are afflicted by the Most High. That means that you're not so righteous. So you really think it is right for you to have said that? "For thou saidst, what advantage will it be unto thee? And what profit shall I have if I be cleansed from my sin? I will answer thee, and thy companions with thee. Look unto the heavens, and see, and behold the clouds which are higher than thou. If thou sinnest, what dost thou against him? Or if thy transgressions be multiplied, what doest thou unto him? If thou be righteous, what givest thou him? Or what receiveth he of thine hand? Thy wickedness may hurt a man as thou art, and thy righteousness may profit the Son of Man. By reason of the multitude of oppressions, they make the oppressed to cry. They cry out by reason of the arm of the Almighty. But none says, Where is God my Maker, who giveth songs in the night, who teacheth us more than the beasts of the earth, and makes us wiser than the fowls of the heaven? There they cry, but none giveth answer, because of the pride of evil men. Surely God will not hear vanity, neither will the Almighty regard it. Although thou sayest thou shalt not see him, yet judgment is before him. Therefore trust thou in him. But now, because it is not so, he hath visited in his anger, yet he knoweth it not in great extremity. Therefore doth Job open his mouth in vain. He multiplied words without knowledge. That is the end of chapter 35 of the book of Job. This conflict between Job and his soul and his God and his friends continues because his friends are determined. They are telling Job, Job, just put away your pride and talk to God and confess to him, tell him what you have done, and he will heal you. He has the power to afflict you, he has the power to heal you, he has the power to make you go to the grave, he has the power to save you. So why don't you? But Job don't seem like Job is about to do that. At least not yet. But let us continue. Elihu says Job opens his mouth in vain and multiplies words without knowledge. That means he's opening mouth in vain. He's just talking. But apparently he's not saying what Elihu wants to hear. So Elihu says he's just multiplying words without knowledge. Like there's no substance to what Job is saying. Because Job is not saying what I think he should say. He's just talking. Let us move on to chapter 36 of the book of Job. Elihu also proceeded and said, Suffer me a little, and I will show thee that I have yet to speak on God's behalf. I will fetch my knowledge from afar, and will ascribe righteousness to my Maker. For truly my words shall not be false. He that is perfect in knowledge is with thee. Behold, God is mighty, and despiseth not any. He is mighty in strength and wisdom. He preserveth not the life of the wicked, but giveth right to the poor. He withdraws not his eyes from the righteous, but with kings are they on the throne. Yea, he doth establish them forever, and they are exalted. And if they be bound in fetters, and be holden in cords of affliction, then he sheweth them their work, and their transgressions, that they have exceeded. I say he just multiplied. Exactly. He's just multiplying words. That's all he's doing. Multiplying words without knowledge. Then he sheweth them their work and their transgressions, that they have exceeded. He openeth also their ear to discipline, and commandeth that they return from iniquity. If they obey and serve him, they shall spend their days in prosperity, and their years in pleasures. But if they obey not, they shall perish by the sword, and they shall die without knowledge. But the hypocrites in heart heap up wrath. They cry not when he bindeth them. They die in youth, and their life is among the unclean. He delivers the poor in his affliction, and opens their ears in oppression. Even so would he have removed thee out of the strait into a broad place, where there is no straightness, and that which should be set on thy table should be full of fatness. But thou hast fulfilled the judgment of the wicked. Judgment and justice shall take a hold on thee. Because there is wrath, beware lest he take thee away with his stroke. Then a great ransom cannot deliver thee. Oh Lord. And guys, Elihu is saying all of this because Elihu hopes that his friend Job would get better. So I don't think he's saying all of this out of malice. I think he's saying it because he hopes that Job will get better. So he's pleading with Job, just do the right thing, no Job. Because in Elihu's eyes, the right thing for Job to do is to just confess his sins and just admit to God that he has sinned and beg God to forgive him, and then he will be healed. But Job is having none of it. He says in verse 19, will he esteem thy riches No, not gold, nor all the forces of strength. Desire not the night when people are cut off in their place. Take heed, regard not iniquity, for this hast thou chosen rather than affliction. Behold, God exalted by his power, who teacheth like him, who hath enjoyed him his way. Or who can say, Thou hast wrought iniquity? Remember that thou magnify his work, which men behold. Every man may see it, man may behold it afar off. Behold, God is great, and we know him not. Neither can the number of his years be searched out. For he makes small the drops of water, they pour down rain according to the vapor thereof, which of the clouds do drop and distill upon man abundantly. Also, can any understand the spreadings of the cloud, or the noise of his tabernacle? Here he's saying, man don't understand God's judgment. Man will never understand the actions of God. We don't know how old he is. We don't know exactly where he is, or how many years he has, or what he's going to do next. We don't know all of that. We don't know why the clouds are formed, why the clouds do what they do, why the rain falls, we have no control over any such thing. So let's just do what is in our manly power. What's in your power is to pray, to ask him for healing, to confess your iniquities to him. So do that. Yard Foods is here. Yard Foods is here. Bless up yourself, Yard Foods. All right, Marquisha said that means he delivered the entity. No, that means he believed the entity that has influenced him. Exactly. He believes in it. He surely does. But he also is acknowledging that he does not have an understanding of it. Yes, it's like we are man. We are just mere men. These are things that we don't understand, and these are things that we will never understand. We will never be able to determine how old God is, or how he does the things that he do, because the things that God does, man have no control over it. Man cannot stop the things that God does. We can't stop it. We can't create the clouds. We can't create the rain. We can't do any of that. And when it does stop, we cannot stop it. We just have to wait. we are at his mercy. Ellie was saying here, we are at his mercy whenever his hands are outstretched. Whatever it is he's doing. If you are afflicted with a disease, you can't do anything to change it. You can't do anything to heal yourself. You have to put it in his hands, because he has the power to cause the disease, and he also has the power to end the disease. Let us continue. Verse 29. Also, can any understand the spreadings of the clouds, or the noise of his tabernacle? Behold, he spreads his light upon it, and covers the bottom of the sea. For by them judgeth he the people. He gives meat in abundance. With clouds he covers the light, and commandeth it not to shine by the cloud that comes betwixt it. So you understand that he also has the power to cover the light. That's how they refer to the Bible, to cover the light. So to create a cloudy day, then a day that doesn't have much sunlight, because the sun is shielded by the clouds, and we as men, we have no power over that. We just have to take it as it comes. Take a cloudy day when there's a cloudy day, and take a sunny day when there's a sunny day, because there's nothing you can do to influence either of them. He says, with clouds he covers the light, and commanded it not to shine by the cloud that comes betwixt. Verse 33, and this is the last verse of chapter 36 of the book of Job, and actually the last of the reading for this morning. And he says, the noise thereof sheweth concerning it, the cattle also concerning the vapor. Now this is the end. Yard food, and he has exactly yard food, and he has the power. He has the power. We don't have no power over it. We don't know why natural disasters and volcanoes and stuff like that occur. And because we don't know why they occur, well, we have no influence on their occurrence. We just have to take it as it is. The best we can do is take away ourselves so that we are not affected by it. But then if it's going to affect us, it is going to affect us. There is nothing that we can do about it. Absolutely nothing. We just have to wait until it passes. And he has power. Yeah, he has power. Was that over? Okay, I saw that already. Yes, he has power to rain, to cause the rain, the snow, the sunshine, the moonshine, all of that. And we will never be able to understand it, no matter how we try. Man cannot just go up and take down the sun and say, today you're not going to have a sunny day. I'm just going to take this sun. I am so rich. I'm going to take this sun and I'm going to put it in a bottle and put it under my bed. So nobody can have sunshine today. We don't have that power, no matter how rich we are, whether we are kings or princes or rich or poor. Nobody has that ability. We can't determine that it's going to rain in my garden and it's not going to rain in yours. We don't have that power, no matter what. It's whenever it rains, it rains. We all have the ability to take it. Take the rain when it comes, because when it doesn't come, no matter how rich you are, you don't have the ability to let rain fall out of the sky. You don't have the ability to make the moon shine or the stars or anything. So here they're like acknowledging the powers of man and the powers that man don't have. Okay, and that is going to be the end of our reading for today. I want to say thanks to everybody who came into the live. I sincerely appreciate you all. When we come back tomorrow, we will continue the reading. We will end the reading of the book of Job. Actually, Job has 41 chapters. And when we come back tomorrow, we will read from chapter 37 through to chapter 41. And after that, guys, we are going to enter into the book of the Psalm. So we are going to officially be in the middle of the Bible, because I think the middle of the Bible is around in the book of Psalms, I believe. Yes. So when we come back tomorrow, we are going to read Job chapter 37 to chapter 41. Once again, Sister Winsome, how are you doing? Once again, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you who have come into the live. Those of you who have commented, those of you who stay as silent listeners in the background without saying a word, I want to say thanks to you as well for coming in. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that the reading had some inspiration for you all this morning. I am hoping. And those of you who are following with me, don't forget that tomorrow is Thursday. And so tomorrow we are going to be doing Swords in Hand / Bible Trivia. Do not forget, tomorrow I'm gonna put up the premiere so that for the time when we're going to do it. I just gotta rearrange my schedule a little bit. But tomorrow we will be doing our Swords in Hand / Bible Trivia. So come on out, gentle people. Winsome. I'm waiting for Winsome to get in touch with me, but we will wait, Sister Winsome, because it's not running away. And by the time you get it, you will be happy to get it either way. All right. Card, you remember? All right, me not saying anything else. But Sister Winsome, you remember from the last time you were in that from the last time you were in the live. Who's that calling me? Wait, hold on, the guys. Hold on. Yeah, guys. So that is going to be the end of the reading for this morning. I will see you all again later on, sometime later on today. And then tomorrow morning, we come back for the continuation of the reading of the book of Job. And with that, I say, have a great day, everybody, and see you all later. Oh, wait a minute now.